Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Talking About Noise show. I'm your host, Art Moore.
I'm not editing that, by the way.
Oh, no. We don't get a do-over?
This is the part where you go, Vicksburg and Pittsburgh.
I didn't do my Vicksburg and the Pittsburgh warm-up, which I normally actually do, but not today.
My name is Eric Hansen. Welcome to the Talking About Noise show. This is Art Moore. He is a co-host, and he is here to explain to you how to speak English.
I love how I've been demoted to co-host, and we've never really formally said it.
Co-host?
No. It's not demotion. But
Here we go.
We've never officially said it, but we've always kind of like said, I'm your host, and Eric said, and I'm your other host. And it's not like I'm the host and Eric's the co-host. And we're not. It's not like one or the other. But there is kind of like the co-host word in our group, in our little thing, has kind of been demoted a bit from host.
No, you are sub-host now.
Ooh, I'm even lower. I'm the sub-host. All right, I'll tell you what. How about you do a couple of segments on your own? I'll go away, and then I'll come back when it's my turn. How about that?
Oh, but I'll be lonely. I'll be so lonely. No.
So, folks, we're super excited to be here today. I mean, every week we're excited to be here. We love talking about stuff that's important to us and hopefully important to you, but it may not be, but we don't care. It's important to us, and therefore it is important to you.
Because we are your primary music news source for music that matters.
That's right. Music news that matters.
Anyway, welcome to the news desk. We have a lot of important and pressing topics for you today.
Yep.
Yeah, that was about it. That's all we got. I had a head cold this week. I lost 3 days of my life. So I'm not even sure what day it is.
Oh, no. I didn't have a head cold, but I did have a very, very bad stomach thing and lost one entire night. There was one night this week where I only got like an hour of sleep. It was pretty rough.
Yeah, man, that stinks.
No, it happens. You know, it's not a big deal. But it was pretty crazy. So, yeah, so it's been sick around here for everybody. But...
You got some good stuff for us?
And this is a little bit of old news, a couple months old, but it's still important to me. Gibson now has announced their most affordable U.S. guitar lineup.
Oh.
Their new S Series, and this is a Gibson guitar. This is not Epiphone. This is a Gibson guitar, okay?
Got it.
And in their S Series, their most budget-minded M2 model now lists for $400.
That's budget-minded? Oh, my gosh.
Wait.
They need to redefine the word budget.
Wait a second. No, but that's budget-minded for Gibson, right? So this is a Gibson guitar.
I got you. It's legitimately like the good stuff for $400.
The S Series, and there's a couple of features here that I really am excited about. But the S Series includes the Firebird Zero, which is about $500. The SG Fusion, which is $600.
Very nice. I like
the
SGs.
Les Paul Custom Special, which is $700. And when you get Custom Special on the end of that, it sounds like really fancy. But these are like lower end finishes. Like they're not quite as unbelievably beautiful, but they still look great.
They're not unbelievably.
Well, like Gibson has a great finish on their very high end guitars. $2,000 and above, and I mean, it's a great guitar, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And it looks great. These definitely look like, from what I can tell, there's no binding on the front face, which Gibson has for almost all their guitars. And they're just kind of nice, solid colors. So it's nothing super fancy, but it's a Gibson, and they could be fantastic. And then the final one was the Les Paul Custom Studio, which will be $899. So,
wow.
And so it's really interesting. So you take a look at some of these models here. The SG Fusion looks just like an SG. Like, it looks great.
Well, you would expect it to.
The Firebird Zero does not look like a Firebird. I mean,
for real?
There's some
weird.
Here's a picture of it. Maybe we can grab this off.
I love how you're like showing me the picture. Don't show anybody else.
Well, no, I'm saying we'll grab the picture. You'll put it here and post. Folks, the picture will be right here. Anyway, the Firebird Zero...
I'm too busy for that.
It's kind of like a mix between an airline and a Firebird, honestly, like looking at it. It's a great look. I love the look of it. It's slightly different than what I play an Epiphone Firebird 7 and love the guitar to death. And
what was that, like $900?
That was around $900,000 for that guitar. That was fairly. It was one of the more expensive Epiphone.
But
brands.
now you could have gotten a Gibson had you just waited 20 years. Art,
so
just
it was,
wait.
Had the guitar for about 10 years. Yeah.
It just teaches you. Wait.
Because I had the guitar in our band. Just wait. Don't buy anything.
Don't buy anything.
Just wait until it costs nothing.
And then there you go.
Or go buy the old stuff that now costs nothing. Anyways, we're both cheapies. So I'm looking here at the M2, and this guitar looks like it is a flat top, but has a kind of a Gibson look to it.
All right, I kind of feel like we're jumping into nerd weeds here.
Okay, I'll get out of the nerd weeds here. The only one that has a carved top is the Les Paul Custom Studio out of the S Series. Anyways, I'm excited about these guitars. I do tend to be a little bit cheaper, so I do buy Epiphones, I do buy Agile.
But now you can buy the real thing,
and
man.
Now I might actually grab one of these Gibsons.
With a budget guitar. Good for you.
Well, I think these are very reasonably priced.
Yeah. For people with money.
Well, yeah, with people with money. Sure.
You're like, yeah, like me. What's your deal? So I was reading another article back in December, and this may tie into the same reason for all of this. So I was reading a thing about how Fender has been lowering their prices on all guitars, and they're trying to push even like mid-range guitars to beginners in the hopes that beginners actually keep playing. Because it turns out that the new guitar students that are playing, on average, play a month. And that's it.
That little.
And
that's
most
crazy.
people are moving in, like, the synth music and all the other stuff is taking over. And
that's
so
insane.
There's a crowded space, and apparently there's only enough room, and so a lot of these newer musicians are moving towards the electronic stuff. They don't even play guitar anymore.
They're keyboards in.
Like take 21 Pilots. Like he only plays the ukulele.
Oh,
that's
man.
it. Right, and so I was reading like Fender's like, take this guitar, please play it, please. We're desperate. We want you to start playing. And in their projections, they're projecting that guitar sales will decline over the next 20 years because nobody wants to play them
That's
anymore.
so interesting. Well, I mean,
and so Gibson may be seeing the same thing. They're like, hey, it's time to start pushing the real stuff at a lower price.
I just know better quality instruments in the hands of beginners is always a good thing. Like it will always help a beginner.
I know. First time I played a Stradivarius violin, I was awesome. I was so good.
I always feel like I have a good point to make, and you're like, no, I'm going to make it ridiculous.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Go, Art. That was
I like
a good
it. No, I like it. It's
you're right.
It's part of our banter. It's totally cool.
We want new musicians to have the better. Is that what it was? The better instruments?
I don't care. Play. Just go play. That really, honestly, it doesn't matter. Just go find an instrument and play. Like, I think it's great that everyone's dropping their prices, making it more affordable for people to buy, quality guitars. But even if you don't have a quality guitar, just go play, man. Go play and play and play. And yeah.
Although I will say, since playing with Machina, it's pronounced Machina, Americans.
All right. What are people pronouncing it as?
Well, it's you just say machine, but it's based
Machina
in Germany, so you say
Okay.
Machina.
All right. So what was your point? You're going to say something?
So that let's see. I think the standard Machina is $500, and that comes with like the complete select,
right?
And complete select, and I mean, the stuff you can do with that is pretty freaking amazing.
It is pretty freaking amazing.
So I can kind of see why the guitar makers would be like, ooh, we're a little worried because it takes a long time to master a guitar, but it doesn't take that long to play with some MIDI notes, and all of a sudden you got a great sounding stuff.
Yeah. I actually have a piano student.
What do I know? I
have a piano student who has he's starting to build a modular synth.
Oh wow.
He's like buying components of a modular synth, and you just connect it and do all that stuff. It's way fun to play with.
So I've realized
when he worked out
maybe I have a problem. Like I can get to a threshold and be like, that's cool, I'll get into that, but I don't go like hardcore. Like I'm gonna build my own guitar. I'm gonna sand down the guitar.
Really?
Oh, I'm gonna do all of this. I'm just like.
So here's the thing with building your guitar, right? My son said, "Dad, I want my own guitar. This is the kind of guitar I want." And I said, "Okay. Here are the pieces. Put it together."
Yeah,
it was more him doing it than it was me being completely involved.
It's a lot of work.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
It was okay.
I'm just saying I don't have the attention span.
I don't know if it's the attention span or if it's a desire. And plus, you're busy. You've got a lot of stuff you're doing. It's not like you're lazy.
No, I'm lazy.
Oh, you are lazy.
I'm totally lazy.
I don't think that's true, but
nope, totally.
I will submit to that. point.
All right, so I got one for you, Art.
Yes.
State of the streaming industry.
Ooh.
Or the recording industry.
Yes.
Thanks
Wait,
to the streaming
recording industry or the streaming industry? Which one?
They're practically one and the same these days.
No, they're not.
Oh, they are. Listen to this.
Insiders would disagree. Just kidding. Go ahead.
And so would your mom. I don't know. That doesn't
A
work.
mom joke?
No,
What
I
year
don't
is
know.
this? Have we traveled back in time? Marty!
Okay. So, the Recording Industry Association of America, the RIAA,
Okay.
reported $7.7 billion revenue in 2016, last year.
Okay.
Okay. And this is the music industry's highest gross since 2009.
Wow, that's impressive.
And was an 11% improvement over 2015. And they are saying the biggest reason for this is the increase in streaming revenue and legitimate streaming services such as Apple Music, Spotify, and then they say Tidal as well. So Tidal is apparently a big player in this.
It's now a player.
So they have nearly doubled the number of subscribers from 2015 to 2016. And as a result, there was an increase in close to $2.3 billion in streaming subscribers from 2015 to 2016.
Wow, that's
So-
a large increase.
That they're very excited because what that shows is that they've dipped, but now they're rising again. That the amount that they assume piracy is taking out is now being curtailed by the streaming services, which is what we had assumed in the first place.
Yeah, if you give people a legitimate way to, consume everything mass, just shove it in their face, then yeah, they're gonna pay for it.
Ram it down their throats.
I would rather go to a buffet than to steal all the food that I eat. Just saying. Never mind.
Depends upon the buffet here.
We do have a buffet near where we live. It's called the Chuckarama. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
No, don't.
I had an old girlfriend who called it the Up Chuckarama.
Yeah, that's actually a local joke for all of us. Ha ha ha.
All right. I still thought it was funny. It was funny 20 years ago. It's funny now.
It's still funny now. What year is this, Art? What year is this?
Marty!
All right. So, but check this out. This is very interesting to me, okay? They, the RIAA, considers 3 pillars of the music industry now, okay?
Okay.
CDs, digital downloads, and
Vinyl.
streaming.
Oh, okay. Streaming.
CDs is lumped in with vinyl, okay?
Okay, because nobody's
Like
buying
physical
vinyl.
purchases.
Right.
No, listen to this.
Oh, more information.
This
about
is blowing my mind, okay? Compact disc sales plummet with 99.4 million physical albums purchased in 2016.
Okay.
Who in the world is buying 99.4 million CDs? Like, I don't even have anything that can play a CD in the house anymore.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Well, no, I guess the PlayStation 3 can.
But the PlayStation 4 cannot.
Right. And I'm looking around my house like, do I have anything that can play a CD? I have a huge book of CDs right over there that I'm going to use, that I use just for
maybe your computer, but not your MacBook
Right.
Pro. Not your new MacBook Pro.
Well, and my laptop.
Just your desktop.
Nothing. Yeah,
Right?
just a desktop. So I'm
Just
like,
a desktop.
who's buying these things?
I have an external CD burner for my desktop. When somebody comes in, they're like, okay, we finished the recording session. Can we get a CD?
Right, and you're like, what? Why? What?
Marty, what year is it?
Right? Okay, but get this. Vinyl sales are increasing, okay? They have
That is great.
grown up to 430 million. And I was thinking about it, like, if vinyl made a comeback, that would be like a collector's thing for me, and I would totally be down.
So I just want to be clear. It's not if vinyl has made a comeback. It has made a comeback.
No, it's made a comeback, but not legitimately. Like, I have a record player upstairs, but it's from, like, 1870.
Well, why don't you buy, like, a nice one from today?
Yeah. I don't know. Same reason I don't have a compact disc player, because
No. Different issue completely.
And the other thing is, I'd keep it like a collector's item. I'd want to keep it in the plastic and just display it.
Wait, keep what in the plastic? The
The
vinyl?
vinyl.
That's actually something that's a real concern, that people actually don't play their vinyl, but they collect it.
Yeah, so
and
fun.
keep it in the plastic.
See, that would be me.
See, that's weird.
That's what I would do.
I would pull that baby out and play it. Have a good
No,
time with
man.
it. Yeah, man.
You just listen to the digitally on your phone.
So
and then
I've always been a
just play the
little bit
vinyl.
behind technology-wise. And when I was a kid, instead of listening to CDs and tapes, I listened to vinyl. Everything I listened to was on record. It happened to be like tons of classical
real?
music. Oh, yeah. I had a record player. I
Wow.
listened to records constantly. And I always got frustrated at my brothers
Interesting.
who would like run into the room and jump right in front of the record player and make it skip.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'd pound them. I'd be like, "What are you doing?"
No, I guess I grew up with the turntable as well. I just never used it. No, the only time I did use it was to try and play Stairway to Heaven backwards by manually rotating it backwards.
Destroying the motors inside.
No. You could flip it in neutral mode and just...
Oh, that's great.
I did play Stairway to Heaven backwards.
It was a little bit cheaper.
And there are secret messages from the devil telling you to do things. No, there aren't.
Apple stock.
But
Apple stock.
But if you do play the Beatles parts of the White Album backwards, they do say stuff backwards.
Sure, whatever.
They do.
Fine.
And
they
if you
have satanic messages.
No, that one's just about Paul being dead.
Paul being dead.
Okay, we're going to do this on the podcast. Matter of fact, maybe I should do this next week and prove to you.
Sure, whatever.
Oh, my God.
It's not that I don't believe it's there. I just don't believe that you can extract any sort of meaning from that.
Another one, Bites the Dust by Queen.
Okay.
Play it backwards.
All right.
I've done this. You know what it says?
No.
It's fun to smoke marijuana. It does.
It's so weird.
It does.
Do you know how hard it is to construct something like that?
I know, right?
But the way coming together like by accident is probably much easier than it actually being.
Oh yeah. I'm fairly confident it didn't mean to happen. And there's that what is it? The mere exposure effect, where or is that what it is? Where someone tells you this is what it says, and then when you listen to it, you're like, yeah, that's.
The cognitive dissonance. Yeah.
So
that's not it. Now that I think about it, I don't think it's cognitive dissonance.
No, I don't think it's cognitive. But there's some cognitive effect.
The reticulating activator. That's what it is.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's the word for it. When you notice something and then all of a sudden you're seeing it everywhere, it's like you buy a new car and then all of a sudden you see your car everywhere.
Oh, right.
That's called the reticulating activator. It's like when you buy a house and then you notice everyone needs to buy a house.
Yeah, reticulating activator.
It's like when you get a burger and you realize everyone around you
I need to start using that
is
more.
Eating a burger.
I need to start being like...
Because you're in a burger joint.
And then I'll walk around and be like, open your eyes, people. This is the reticulating activator.
Stop being lemmings. Stop being lemmings.
Okay. So that's it. So, okay. I still think, though, like the music industry, and this is part of the entertainment sector as a whole, will only be good as long as the worldwide economy is good as a whole. Right? As long as things are good, that is one of the top ones to do well. As soon as things go bad, that's one of the first ones to drop off.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Fall off a cliff.
The one that I think will probably be fairly immune is Netflix. I don't think Netflix will be able to drop off because, I don't know. I don't know about you, but Netflix is part of my lifeline. Like, I need Netflix.
Interesting. Like, I don't watch Netflix anymore.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm. Not really.
You're probably just too busy to watch TV in general.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, and that would actually bring me to my next news item. But do you want to go?
Yeah, no, you do your next thing.
Okay, so I don't know why, but I don't watch TV anymore at all. Okay.
That's so interesting. I find myself watching the same shows over and over again just as I fall asleep. I don't really have time to watch like a new TV show.
That's the problem is I'll be like, I could try to invest time and get into this show, or I could just watch Rick and Morty for the 500th time.
Yep, that's kind of how I am.
I think I'll do that. Or Archer. Okay, so anyway.
For me, it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that one too. Chris Brown made a cameo on the show Blackish.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh. Ooh.
And
how did that go?
So apparently this was a heavily publicized thing, and they were promoting it hardcore. Check out the next episode of Blackish. Chris Brown makes a cameo.
That's so interesting.
Right? So
I never would think that would be like.
And people were calling it jumping the shark, saying that Blackish is dying and that they need people watching.
So they're trying to infuse into it.
Because apparently they're doing okay, not bad. But that episode tanked apparently.
Well, yeah.
Because of Chris Brown. And what caught my eye was that...
Well, we're extrapolating it was just because of Chris Brown.
Well, yeah.
There could have been something going
Disney
on
is a quote, Disney refused to cancel the appearance despite heavy pressure from viewers and media outlets. Perhaps Disney hoped that the controversy would court ratings, but the exact opposite may have occurred.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of spiking viewers based on controversy, the appearance of Brown may have alienated family-oriented viewers. Many viewers were concerned about the impact of the African-American community and were unwilling to support the decision.
Oh, so interesting.
Well, what blows my mind is like I wonder if there are people just sit around and are like, I need to be offended about something today.
Oh,
what can I
absolutely.
be offended about? And then they'll like scroll through social media and be like, Chris Brown is going to, okay, we need to pick it. We need to do this. I am furious. I'm so angry. And then it happens. They're like, well, that was good. Okay, I need something else to be angry about. Like, who spends all their time just waiting and being like, this is awful.
Yeah.
We need to do something.
Yeah. Well, you look at something like just recently, there's a YouTube channel called Kind of Funny Games, right? And they do a great job. They have their two big people are Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty. They both worked at IGN, and then they stopped working there to start their own company.
Right. They have a little, their own YouTube show.
Yeah, their own YouTube show, and they do a good job. So Colin recently tweeted out this tweet, and it just said, peace and quiet, hashtag a day without a woman. And got so much flack from it, he ended up having to leave his company.
For real?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, like, people were so angry about this just stupid, dumb tweet. And
why would he leave? See, I kind of feel like follow the Disney approach. So Disney, instead of bowing to the controversy, you double down.
You double down.
And if it offends more people, oh well.
You double down again.
You double down. You triple down.
You double down to quadruple down to double on.
Right.
Yeah.
Just go.
Just keep
and
going.
This brings me up to my third piece of news, which also interlinks to Chris Brown.
Links in. Yeah, go
and
for it.
then I'll be done with mine.
Yeah.
But I found this fascinating. Chris Brown has a nationwide tour plan. Okay. And his little appearance was all part of the promotion of the tour and stuff like that.
I can see that for sure.
And 50 Cent was on the billing. Right?
Ooh.
So
nice.
Chris Brown and 50 Cent sold out across the country.
That'd be pretty quick.
They're going on tour. I think they're starting next week. And guess who's not showing? No, April 10th. Wait, is that 2 weeks? Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's coming up. And they start here soon. And guess what? 50 Cent is not on the billing anymore. He's mysteriously disappeared.
Oh, no.
No mention of anything from anybody. And
about why that's happening.
Here's the kicker. No refunds offered for the tour.
That is lame.
So I would like to officially announce that I am now going on tour with Paul McCartney. Black Sabbath.
Yep. Just announce it.
And
sell the tickets.
Right? And then I'm going to sell all the tickets and be like, guys, they all canceled. But no refunds.
Mysteriously canceled. Some pretty shady stuff out there, people.
I don't know. I thought if you're gonna be a jerk in the world and rip people off, you might as well go all the way, and that's a good way to do it.
It's a good way to do it. Go all the way. Just go crazy.
So that's all I've got for you, Art.
All right. Well, you ready to hear some good news? Some interesting news. There's a woman. Her name is Melissa McCracken, which I love that last name, McCracken. It always sounds like she's probably out on a pirate ship. You know?
Oh my gosh.
Like just
right, because Release the Kraken. Very good. I just broke that down for you.
Okay, so I didn't finish. Yes, Release the Kraken. I was thinking she's out there creating the sandwich after having killed the Kraken called the McCracken. That's where...
Oh, that was good. I like it.
Yeah. See what you missed out by interrupting my awesome joke? All right, it doesn't matter, people. Anyways.
No, that was good.
She's not a pirate.
Actually, I think you should start over. Do it again.
I'm not starting
over right now.
No. She has a very interesting disorder called synesthesia. And what this is that when you hear sounds or you hear music, they can be... your mind is kind of broken in a way where it projects images or colors onto your eyes as you listen to it. Now, her form of synesthesia, known as chromesthesia, means that she spontaneously and involuntarily sees colors when listening to music. So I think it's really interesting. I'm just going to read this little thing here, and I think it's so interesting. And we'll try to put a link on this down in the show notes. But here she says, I used to think that my synesthesia was normal, and that asking anyone about it would be asking them if they could smell the coffee in the coffee shop. At 16, I found out that it wasn't when I was trying to choose a ringtone. My phone was blue, and I told my friend that I was going to pick an orange song to match it because they're complementary colors. He seemed really confused, and I thought there was something wrong with him. It finally clicked later in high school psychology class. It was shocking because I never thought of it as unusual. So I think it's really interesting what she does is she actually listens to music, and she is herself an artist. So she tries to recreate what she sees in acrylic and oil. depending on what she's working with.
Huh.
Okay,
That's interesting.
So, for instance, and giving more work to Eric, of course, there's a whole bunch of different colors here or different paintings here. They're absolutely gorgeous, and they're all connected to a song that she listens to. Like, for instance, this is one that's the Bach Cello Suite No. 1, and
that's actually really cool.
The Pink Floyd Time. There's a whole bunch of them in here.
Oh,
and
I need to see that.
They're
one.
just absolutely gorgeous. Now, of course, her style is in there as well. You can't get away from that, but you don't want to. It's just really, really interesting. And I think that someone who takes something like I don't even know if I call that a disability, but like a disorder, kind of a thing like that, and then turns it into something really, really kind of interesting and special. It reminds me, like, frankly, of my son, who's writing music right now, and he's deaf. So the things that are interesting to him, or the things that are, the things that he starts pulling out in his music, are very different than the things that I would try to put into music or pull out of what I'm trying to do. And it comes with some very interesting, different viewpoints on the way that music interacts with the audience, because it's not always for him about the harmonic progression. Sometimes it's about how that guitar feels against his body, and he likes that vibration of that one chord. So that song is all that one chord. And the variation, the interesting part, comes in through the works that he does. So it can be pretty interesting to kind of see how that works together. And I think this specifically is really cool. So,
okay, that was very inspirational.
Yeah,
I feel inspired.
Go create stuff, guys. We love it when people create stuff.
But not if it's better than my stuff. So don't create it.
Yeah, you have to gauge it with Eric's stuff.
You have to be like, is this better? Because if
go
it
to
is,
theswooptheband.com.
don't do that.
And make sure you're not better than Eric.
Right? don't
that would
be
help
better.
us out.
Don't be better than your mentor.
That would help us out a lot, guys.
Anyway, that's our show for today. So
Yes, it is.
It was great. It was a good time, Art. I feel like we should hug.
I've always had a good time.
Don't touch me. Mixed signals? Am I giving mixed signals?
Oh, man.
Anyway, you can catch us at
talkingaboutnoise.com.
Oh, that's right. We have that now. I am at I am the swoop on Twitter, and I am the what is it? Theswooptheband.com.
Yeah, theswooptheband.com. I am at Artmore Studios. You can get all this information on our website too. So go to talkingaboutnoise.com and leave us an email at talkingaboutnoise@gmail.com. And that's it, folks.
And that's it.
So there you go.
There you go. Have a great week.
Go make something. Be the force
just end.
for change.
Just end. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have to
and
do.
That's
We have to
the
do
way the cookie
we have to do the
crumbles.
80s pause.